Alrighty, guys, listen up. So we're going to break down Palantir in this video like you all saw in the title. We're going to go over the charts, do all that good stuff. You guys know the drill. And in this video, we're also going to break down their earnings coming up, which I believe they're on the 12th of February. So we're going to break down the EPS, revenue estimates, and some numbers around the company in general. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks and get your 15 free stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Link down below. We'll talk more about that later, guys. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So again, we're going to break down the charts like we always do, how the stock's been doing over the past couple of days, and then later in the video, we'll break down some numbers. We'll go over the earnings coming up, which again, they're set to report on the 12th of February. Let me pull it up here and see, guys. Yup, in the morning. I'm not sure what day that is, but 12th of February. Either way, that actually might be a Monday. I have to double check that because I do think that Valentine's Day falls on a Wednesday this year, I believe. So the 12th would be a Monday. That makes sense. So yeah, 12th in the morning is when Palantir is set to report. So we'll talk about those earnings in a second. But first, let's take a look at how Palantir did today. And let me tell you guys, the markets did not do well today, although we did see a nice bounce back, I guess, in the second half of the day. But all the indexes still went down. And we had Palantir go down 1.4%. Not a crazy bad day by any means, but it did go down 23 cents on the day. It closed at $16.53. And one thing worth mentioning is Palantir did break the lows from yesterday. You guys can see, well, not yesterday, but Friday. You guys can see it held roughly 1665. Let me actually pull up the 5-day, and you guys can see if I zoom in a bit. So on Friday, we held 1665. And that was actually a big spot of resistance today, especially in the morning. We failed to really break past that point and hold above it. Then we broke under it, and we closed under it. And we closed at, 1653. So Palantir looks like, again, we took out the lows from Friday. And it looks like now we're getting pretty close. We're pretty much at the support now. That's a major support. The next major support, which is 1630 to about 1635. We've held that today, obviously. All of last week pretty much as well. So if we break through that point in the very short term here, Palantir could be playing down towards the low 16s, maybe high 15s. We could be in this window right here, guys. Let me show you. Boom. You can see right there. We actually hit 1585 not too long ago, about 8 days ago. On the 8th of this month, we hit 1585 in the morning. Then we rallied off that point, as you guys can see, on the chart right here. So keep your eyes on 1635, 1630 in general in the very short term. Let me set my alert at 1630. Mark is at or below. Let me do that now, 1630. And if I pull up this 20-day chart very quickly, guys, you can see it even better right here. If we do end up gapping under 1630, we could be going to 1585. If we break that point, we could be going down to 1550, which we held, or that was the bottom as of now from the 5th of January. And another thing worth mentioning here, guys, let me actually, I don't even need to clear the drawing set, but let me show you this. We have a head and shoulders here. Do you guys see this head and shoulders on Palantir? Pretty clear as day on this 2-hour or this 1-hour chart, excuse me. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. So if we do start slipping low 16s, high 15s, it would make sense based on the, pattern that we're seeing starting out right now. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comments, and set your alert. I just put my alert at 1630. That's where I'm watching, Palantir very closely heading into the next couple of days. And of course, in the grand scheme of things, guys, we're still holding an uptrend. Let me show you this. If I pull the channel tool out, you guys know this, right? This is nothing new. But now essentially we're at the bottom of this channel, right? You can see right here, we're pretty much at the bottom, and this spot needs to hold for the bulls. The bulls need to hold this spot, and if they do fail, or if they, see if we do get selling through this point under 1450, under 13, man, this thing could start slipping. But as of now, we're fighting. Bulls are fighting right here, and we'll see if we do start to get that ultimate rebound towards the top of the channel, which would make for an unbelievable trading opportunity. But of course, nothing's guaranteed, guys. We don't know exactly what the heck's going to happen here, especially with the volatile stock like Palantir. So let me pull this up and go over some numbers here. So Palantir right now is sitting at a whopping $35 billion market cap, almost 36 actually, guys, with a beta of 2.66. So it's very volatile compared to the stock market. And the PE ratio, are you ready for this? Are the value investors out there ready for this, man? You might poop your pants because this says 236 for the PE ratio for the trailing 12 months. Very high, very high. A lot of these value investors, they want to buy at a 5 or a 10 or a 15, a 20 PE ratio. Yeah, Palantir is at a 236 PE ratio with their earnings per share in the trailing 12 months being 7 cents. So essentially the way you calculate that is you do 1653. Remember, this is a simple equation. Price to earnings. 1653, the price of the stock, divided by the earnings per share in the last 12 months, which in this case is 7 cents. So 1653 divided by 7 cents. Boom, you're going to get that P ratio of 236. Now let's say, for example, in a mysterious, or not a mysterious, but an imaginary world, Palantir had, let's say, $1 of EPS in the trailing 12 months, their PE would be a lot more reasonable for the traditional value investor. But that'd be insane. Think about that. They have a $16 stock, $1, in EPS. That'd be a $16, or not a $16, but a 16 PE. Yeah, it's pretty good. But they're far from that, far from that. And at that point, that's not really pricing in any growth, which I don't know if investors would want that. I mean, that wouldn't be good in my opinion. But we're not going to get into that. Sure, we want profitability, but we also want the company to continue to grow. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, that's some quick little insight there on these numbers. And, 36 bill market cap. What do you guys think about that? Too high? Too little? Where's it going to go over time? A lot higher? What do you guys think? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And let's go to the analysis tab here very quickly so we can see what these analysts are thinking for this next quarter. So based on 14 analysts here, you guys can see average estimate for EPS is 7 cents. The low estimate is also 7 cents, with the high estimate being 9 cents, and a year ago they did 4 cents. You guys can see. So whether it's the low estimate, the high, the average, we're going to be seeing it most likely be higher the EPS than last year, which is good. And when it comes to revenue, let's come down here a little bit, guys. Based on 12 analysts, the average estimate is $602.55 million. Low estimate, $598 million. And the high estimate, $612.8 million, with a year ago them doing $508.62 million. So they're going to be growing on average, projected 18.5% year over year. So keep your eyes on these numbers here, guys. Of course, these are all estimates. We don't know exactly what they're going to do, but anywhere from $590, $610 million, that's probably the ballpark that we're looking at here for Palantir when it comes to this quarter's earnings, which again, coming back here to Thinkorswim, they're on the 12th of, not this month, obviously, because that already happened, of next month. So in less than a month, we'll be getting Palantir's earnings. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And of course, guys, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. Fund your account at least $100 using that link down below. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And by the way, each of those could be valued up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that link down below. And full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys later.